poke, poke, poke. Look, you don't want to stand still because, again, that rifleman's looking at us. But sometimes if they're engaged with something else, there's nothing wrong with just sort of holding here. Again, you can see my left arm there is actually taking some damage.
Left arm.
That was the BJ. Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here, and welcome back to another favorite chassis build review. We're going to be talking about the Black Lanner, and again, we're going in descending order for medium mechs first. The Black Lanner is a really fun mech, albeit this isn't for everyone. And I just want to preface this. This is a very challenging mech, but also can be quite rewarding. You'll see some really good players out there pull off some crazy stuff with it. But if you're going to try that, there are some things you need to know. First off, this is a very large mech. And what I mean by large mech is it's just proportionally big. You are also vulnerable to losing your left-right torso and losing literally half of your weapon systems. So just keep this in mind. This mech is all about being stealthy and being a ninja and going from there. And I get fresh coffee brought to me by my wife. There we go. Look at that. Thank you for bringing me some more coffee. Wow, I got a lot of coffee. All right. Where was I? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. So keep that in mind is you are vulnerable to losing your weapons because of the size of the mech. Now, what are the benefits of this mech? One, it's got a little bit of stealth capability in the form of ECM. We've talked about ECM a lot. Again, here's another mech with this. Now, there are some setups that you're going to see out there, mainly the 7 heavy medium laser. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I cannot make this build work. I cannot. That doesn't mean you cannot. Definitely give it a try if you think you got it. I've also seen something crazy, which was 2 heavy larges with 6 heavy mediums. I don't know how. I don't know why, but someone did it and they made it work. That all being said, this has 6 ER mediums. I play this a lot like I do my Cicada, and that is being a skirmisher, going for back shots, being just sort of annoying. This doesn't have jump jets as well, so just sort of keep that in mind. This is the setup I have. Pretty standard affair, 6 ER mediums with some double heat sinks, 5 of them to be exact. You notice the heat management is at 1.41, and of course we do have ECM. And again, I've talked about ECM quite a bit on the live stream. So if you don't know about ECM, you'd like to know more and how to best utilize ECM, make sure to pop over on my live streams Monday through Friday, 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern, where I can answer live questions from you directly. And of course, the cool thing here is if I don't know an answer where it comes to MWO or Battletech or just lore or anything like this, we have a bunch of others in the community that can. So again, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/NGNGTV, 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern, every Monday through Friday. I'll have a link down below. And again, if you are watching this video and it's off hours, just head over there, click that follow and show up. And of course, join the Discord. Again, all those links down below. Hope to see you here. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about how I use this. Again, I use it for backstabbing. ER mediums got a slight buff a while ago due to the Cauldron buffs and changes. So this is how I use it. Again, that's what we're going to demonstrate. We're going to go drop, showcase it off in a match, see if this is a play style that you want to check out. And again, it reminds me a lot of a Cicada in the form of the ability. Now, there are some bonuses to this particular chassis that we haven't talked about yet, and that's mainly the mask here. You've got 113 kph. With the mask, it's going to boost your speed for, again, 26%, your turn rate, acceleration, deacceleration, and so forth and so on. So the ability to use this to get up and go, be able to engage your targets, be able to break away. Also for that ability to corner peek and hill poke and stuff like that. This mech does a really good job. Hill poking, again, if you can see it, you can hit it. You can see here that the hard points are about eye level, cockpit level, but the ones on your arms are not. Now, I mentioned the vulnerabilities here. Keep in mind where I have the 3 mediums in the left arm. You are vulnerable to that. There are other omnipods that you can use as well. This one's looking at right here, the 6. But just keep in mind, if you lose that, if you go for the left torso, that is one of the vulnerabilities, you are going to lose over 50% of your weapon system. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go drop. I'm going to show how I use this mech and how maybe you can best utilize this mech to get the performance out of it and see if this lines up with a playstyle that you want to try in MWO if you haven't done so already. So let's go and do that. All right, so here we go, Polar Highlands. Again, this is the new revision of it. Weapon groups, pretty simple here. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to put left, which is the 1 through 3. This is left arm. I'm also going to add the torso mounted, which is on the left torso. And then on the right, we're gonna have that. So I've got group 1 is 4 ER mediums, group 2 is 2. And then what I'm gonna do is have a group 3, which is all of them. And of course, at any given point in time, you can just smash group 1 and group 2. And then what we can do here is we can add the lasers to group 4 under chain fire. So why is that important? Just gives you a little bit of more control. If you are riding the heat line and you can't alpha, you want to just go ahead and chain fire. You can go ahead and do that. And of course, you can switch that however your mouse set up. Again, we've got override on. I do not want to shut down in front of enemies. Now, mask. For those that have never used mask is just a little bit of a speed boost. You can agility. You can see here we can do some really cool stuff. It's got a build-up bar here, audio and visual cue. If you go up to that red bar, which is 85%, you will start taking small bits of internal damage to your leg. So just sort of keep that in mind. Is it necessary to take internal damage? No, but sometimes you need to, especially if you need a GTFO. All right, that being said, again, make sure to do a test burn. And what I mean by this is you need a pretty good idea on whatever map, and especially at the very beginning, how much an alpha is. So if we do this on full run, 45% I saw there. So that basically means I can pretty much do 2 alphas without worrying about heat. So just sort of keep that in mind. I am sort of trying to partner up here with this spider, and because of the new rework of the map, we have so many crevices and nooks and crannies you can maneuver here. So that's what we're going to go and do. We are going for back shots, of course, and again, just trying to be smart here. You can see UAV. This is a light PPC spider, and unfortunately, he may be giving away my position. But I'm gonna go ahead and engage here. A charger sees me. Unfortunately, on this map, just because of how paint works, you are going to show up as a black smudge against the white background. So just sort of keep that in mind. Man, we've got a little wolf pack going on here again. So let's go ahead and maneuver here. We do have range. Make sure you utilize it. 500 meters with these skills. And of course, we'll go over skills after we get out of here. But really, laser vomits are pretty much the same, which is cooldown, laser duration, heat gen, right? You want to be as cool as possible, be able to fire as much as possible. And again, damage that's not returned is bonus. So just, again, be this annoying. See, I'm using mask, bumping up, bumping backward. Now, when you are using mask, you'll notice the cursor is going to bounce around. So I may pop up here, shoot, and then deactivate and pop it back on. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep pressing here. That is a ballistic. Oh, and okay, so he's ballistic and medium pulse. He doesn't have very good effective range with that. So again, we're just gonna, this is a really good hill poker. As I mentioned, if you can see it, you can shoot it. And the only thing that can really hit me is UAC 10s. Again, we're just gonna maneuver, keep applying pressure here. I'm not doing maximum damage or optimal yet, but we're just closing in here. We're just being annoying. They've got an assault mech that's now super focused on us instead of others, and we should be able to whittle this guy down, and that is the goal here. And it sucks to be him, but you know what? It's that's just the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. It's rather them than us, right? And we do have some other targets here. Again, back shots are always good here. Oh yeah, look at that. Be careful with friendly damage there. All right, he's dropping down. There's some UAVs. Just want to keep in mind, UAVs are not good for ECM, so if you can take those down. We do have some fire from up here as well. Engage. Go. Oh. Here we go. Shadowhawk. LRMs. Okay, nice burn right there. Okay, I'm getting shot at. That is Gauss rifle from a Thani. I'm gonna go back up off here. That is something I don't want to play with. Dual Gauss is no bueno to me. So let's go and maneuver here. We do have looks like it's a BJ up in the tower there. Again, I do have range here, 1,000 meters with the skills here with the ER mediums. Again, what I'm doing is just paying attention to the mini-map, right? I'm paying attention to where the enemies are, where I am, where my friendlies are. I'm maneuvering, I'm working with the spider. We're doing a nice little combo here. And I just gotta be careful not to shoot him in the back here. My friendly, I should say. So, what's interesting is you're seeing this guy poke. Look, you don't want to stand still because, again, that rifleman's looking at us. But sometimes if they're engaged with something else, there's nothing wrong with just sort of holding here. Again, you can see my left arm there is actually taking some damage.
Left arm.
That was the BJ. Again, I gotta be a little bit careful here. Let's go help out with this Thany right here. Turn your back. Oh yeah, do it, do it, do it, do it. Oh, he's doing it right through those rear. All right, let's go ahead and press here. It's 4-4. Again, we need to help out here. Again, every little bit of, you know, damage counts. This is a game of attrition, and sometimes that attrition happens really quick.
Engaged.
I gotta be careful here. That's my left torso. Don't want to lose my left arm. That's 3 ER mediums.
Target.
We're gonna go ahead and maneuver here. I'm using mass to relocate really, really quickly. You can hear the audible tunes there. Did he? Yep, he took him out. All right. Thany is down.
Enemy mech.
Let's reposition here. Help out with the blood asp. Oh, that blood asp is in
mech
trouble.
destroyed.
He's down. Let's go ahead and take the high ground again. Using the mask. Don't need to take any damage here. Might need that later. It's 7-4, feeling pretty good here. But that night gear is not, so he's down. All right.
Destroyed.
8-4, doing really well. Maneuvering, speed, speed, speed. Using these crevices to maneuver. Again, going for the flank. Now, some people get really annoyed by this, but this mech is designed to flank, and flanking is not NASCARing, keep in mind. NASCARing is leaving friendlies behind and just hosing them. This is not that. This is your main point of this chassis, is to go for flanks and engage here. Okay, he's open CT. We're gonna go ahead and wait till he looks right at us. There we go. We're gonna go and take the high ground here. See if we can get a back shot here against Hotel. I still have my cool shot to use as well. Haven't used that yet. Again, trying to preserve it if I'm pressed here. There is a target right here. There we go. There's a Black Lanner. Speaking of, again, we're gonna shield with our... There we go. Take that arm off, and he's not able to do a whole lot. Let's go and press here. It is Black Lanner. There can only be one. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Left torso.
Destroyed.
And there it goes. Evan Golis on the field. GG. Well played. So, again, some things to take away is you have speed. You have maneuverability, right? You have range. You are a wider target. So just sort of keep that in mind. You are a big target. You are easily focused. You don't want to trade with pinpoint front-loaded damage weapons. And if you've never heard that term, that is PPFLD, and that is your ERPPCs, that is your Gauss rifles. And it can even be a combo of like large pulse now. Large pulse with that short duration, being able to deliver a lot of damage to in a narrow window to a location. So you just saw that in action. Let's go ahead and break it down, right? We stuck with teammates. Right? We worked with them. We focused on targets of opportunity, right? Obviously, we were flanking there really heavily and fast, but what that does is allows you to push, and the enemy team is going to focus on you while obviously giving up their position. They're also not moving with their team, which is going to make them vulnerable, and you can pick them off, and that's what we did there. Obviously, when we were engaged by a pinpoint Gauss rifle mech, the Thany, I broke away. I don't want to trade with that. I don't have the armor. I don't have the sustainability. And of course, what happened is he focused on someone else, which then allowed us to support that friendly and engage. So you did notice, though, that I did take damage with on my left arm. And so what I did is I transitioned to, again, coming over on the right side, engaging with that first. To be able to deliver all of your firepower, you do have to expose the entirety of the mech, and this mech is a little bit wider. That all being said, you noticed when I was able to hill poke, you're actually able to deliver a lot of damage without bringing your legs into the picture. So just sort of keep that in mind. Mask, super, super nice to have, especially with the buffs that happened not too long ago to Mask, which it gives it the ability to use longer, right? You have a longer activation period. But also with the mask is now they upped it to 85%. So now that red bar, and if we were to cross in that red bar, you'll hear a red chime. You'll take a little bit of damage in the legs, and that's, again, the trade-off. You're getting this huge speed boost, right? You're not able to aim while utilizing it, but you're getting that speed boost to be able to maneuver, and you got to play with it. Now, keep in mind for mask activation, and maybe you're thinking about what weapon groups. Me personally, I actually use scroll wheel up and down. That's what I use. Not pressing, that is my weapon group 3, but scroll wheel activation is scroll wheel as far as up and down. That's what I use for mask on and off. and that makes it really useful. Now you can use whatever combo that you see fit out there, but that just works for me. That was a option that I wasn't using before. Again, it's outside of just a key press, and it's a toggle up and down. So you can find that again in settings and your keypad, keyboard, and check it out in that. So that is the Black Lanner. That's how I play it. I don't do very well with the heavy medium laser build, but I will tell you the heavy medium laser build can be outright disgusting, especially those back shots. You have to be very opportunistic, not give away your position on early shots just from the front. What you're doing is you're going for the rear hits there, because if you know anything about a lot of mech warriors out there, you don't have a lot of back armor, and sometimes at the higher level, most people take maybe one, maybe three, and I take about 5 just so I can take a heavy, a hit here. But again, ER mediums with the skills. We talked about skills earlier. This is the same format you're going to see. If it's a laser vomit, you are laser duration, cooldown, heat gen, right? And then you have operations. And again, that is another preview into the Black Lanner and how I like to play it. If you found this video useful, make sure you click that follow button to help the algorithm. Leave a comment down below. What's your favorite setup on the Black Lanner? Now, there is another setup that you may see in game modes like Solaris, but as far as a quick play, this is the go-to build for me. I have also tested out dual heavy large in the same instance, but the weird thing is it doesn't have a right torso energy. So again, you're sort of relegated to either an arm mount and a torso mount, but either or, it's a fun mech. I find this the most useful, so I hope you did too. Let me know down in the comments below your favorite setups and if you found this useful and you're testing it out. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next video. Until next time.